Hello, can you hear me?
Good to go. What's going on, XFL fans, and welcome back to another episode of our game day broadcast. We are live from Jacksonville, Florida, where we have the Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With me is my co-host, Brian Mumford. I'm Nick Larson. Brian, how you doing today?
I'm great. How about yourself, Nick?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Ready for a little XFL action. We got a good one today. We got the Jags taking on the Ravens. The Jags, one of our staff members, Dan Whitehead. And we got one of our new guys, Mr. Prince, over here running with the Ravens. What's your take on today's game?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the most interesting things for me is Leonard Fournette. Obviously, the Jacksonville Jaguars in the past have struggled with their offense, but they're in the top 10 in rushing yards right now, and it's all on Leonard Fournette's hands. So we're just waiting to see what he does in this game, especially against this Ravens-style defense. So this is going to be very interesting for me.
Yeah, last time the Jags played on our game day broadcast, Fournette ran for 134 yards and 3 touchdowns. So I'm wondering if the rookie's got another big performance in him tonight, especially against this Ravens defense that a little young. They traded away Terrell Suggs, a couple other older guys, but they've been pretty solid this year.
They actually have, and one of the reasons they are they're so good right now is Darren Waller. He's actually leading the team in receptions right now with 9. He has 102 yards. So it's going to be interesting to see if Jalen Ramsey actually lines up with Waller. So that's going to be something I'm going to be looking out for.
Yeah, the Jacksonville DBs, they got Josh Norman. They got, like you said, Jalen Ramsey. They got Bouye, was it Bouye? I think it is. Bouye, just 3 absolute stud at corner. That'll be interesting to watch them go up against that. Older wide receiver core like Jeremy Maclin, Mike Wallace, Rashard Perriman. Well, Perriman's young, but it'll be very interesting to see. And like you said, Waller's the key there, that speedy tight end. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, and honestly, with their their passing defense or their passing offense, they're actually dead last in the league right now. So, and they're with rushing, they're 29th. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if Flacco can move the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think we're getting ready to head to kickoff here.
Here we go.
Okay, we're not going to head to kickoff yet. We got a little bit more time here. How about predictions for the game? Who do you got today?
I like the Jaguars because they can move the ball. Now, I do say that, Ravens second in defense against the rush. However, with Flacco not being able to really move the ball that well and them being almost dead last in the league in offense, I really think this is going to be a ground and pound game for the Jaguars. I've got them winning 24-10. What about yourself?
I'm kind of with you there. I'm going to take Jacksonville, but I do think it's going to come down to whoever turns the ball over less. The young quarterback from Michigan State, Connor Cook, against the vet Super Bowl champion Joe Flacco. Whoever can take care of the football. Not, protect the short field if they do turn the ball over. I'm gonna go Jacksonville 17-10 in a close one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go right to Jacksonville here. We just had the kickoff take place, and the Ravens have the ball on the 29-yard line here. So let's see what they come out in.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what they try to do against this Ravens defense. They might try to switch it up and try to pass.
We got I formation, Fournette in the backfield. Ooh, a little counter action, Fournette. Ooh, looked like we had a face mask, but no call by the ref.
Nice little 3-yard gain.
Yeah, I'm gonna see them getting Fournette going early, establish that run against this Ravens defense. Let's see what he can do. Let the rookie go. You drafted him in the top 5, top 6 for a reason, right?
Absolutely. You want to see what he can do.
Oh yeah, we're coming out with a strong
left.
Ravens
are already blitzing, and they are. It doesn't look like they're scared of this offense. So.
Fournette up the middle, big hole. Oh, can he stay on his feet? Ooh, big gain, 23 yards, 21-yard run. Absolutely. That's if they can get him going early, it could be a long day.
Yeah, Mosley definitely has to step up in the middle here. They're going to run right up the middle. And if Mosley doesn't get past the blockers, it is going to be a long day. They're going to keep him out on this field. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do on first down.
Cook drops back, hits his wide receiver, Allen Robinson, across the middle. I know Robinson just signed a brand new contract with Jacksonville. Nice 4-year deal, keeping him there for a little bit longer. 11-yard gain on the play. So far, Jacksonville's having no trouble already on the 38-yard line of their opponent. I think they got to come with a 6 here, set the tone, right?
Yeah, they definitely have to, especially with the way that they're moving the ball. They haven't had less than 3 yards, so if they don't come out with a touchdown, I think it's going to be a failed drive for them.
Up and back to pass, Connor Cook, another pass to Marquise Lee across the middle, big double spin move.
Nice spin.
Ooh, down to the 12-yard line here on 1st and 10. Jacksonville is rolling.
You know, and that was one of the things that I thought about with the Ravens defense is that, you know, they're getting a little aged in the secondary. So is these young receivers of Jacksonville going to be able to expose that?
So far, Connor Cook is making the secondary look very old, just like you said. Let's see what they come out in here. First and 10 on the 12-yard line. We got a strong I formation, one receiver. See, I'm thinking Fournette up the middle here. And that's what we're going to get. And he has a huge hole and an easy touchdown.
No
touchdown, Jacksonville. That drive was just about as easy as it gets for the Jaguars. Baltimore definitely needs to make some adjustments.
Even blitzing up the middle, they're still not able to get past that and block any or shed any blocks. So it's going to be a long day for them if they cannot figure out something to stop Fournette.
Absolutely. 72-yard drive. It only took them 5 plays. And we have kickoff here. See what Baltimore can come up with on this drive. And a little touchback there, just like we see very often. Here we go. This is going to set the tone for the game. If Baltimore can respond, or if Jacksonville can force a quick turnover and see what happens.
Now, be on the lookout for Terrence West. I think what they're going to do is they're going to try to keep the pace very slow, and they're not going to try to throw any interceptions or anything. I think Terrence West might get the ball here.
There's your guy up the middle. Big hole. 9-yard gain. And we have an injury. Uh-oh, somebody's down. It looks like a Jacksonville Jaguar. We'll have the info to you guys shortly. Oh, boy. The injury bug bites early. We got 2nd and 1 here. We got 2 wide receivers. Your guy there, the key tight end, Darren Waller on the right here. We could see another run here to West, and we do up the middle. Oh, man, the run defense is so far for both teams.
Very smart for the Ravens. They want to slow the pace again. They don't want to, throw any interception. They don't want to give the ball back to Jacksonville. They want to keep their defense off the field to give them a little bit of rest. So I like this play call by the Ravens while they try to figure out their defense. So
absolutely, when you're athletically outmatched, you gotta play smart. We got 2 wide receivers here. Lone back's Terrence West. Flacco drops back, 5-step drop. Big drop there by Mike Wallace. Yes, it is. No, you got to make those plays, especially 1st and 10 wide open. You got your guy beat. Help your quarterback out. Make a play. We got 2nd and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first. Got strong right here, strong eye right. Let's see what they come out in. Looks like a stretch play. Terrence West, a gain of, no gain.
All the big boy stops it up.
Absolutely. Big play, forcing a 3rd and 10. This is a huge play early in the game. Could kind of set the tone moving forward here.
Yeah, and if you notice on 1st down, Mike Wallace had the drop, but look for him to redeem himself on this play.
Let's hope so. Flacco needs somebody to step up. Shotgun, he drops back. A little bit of pressure. Big play. There's Darren Waller. Not enough speed to get away from Miles Jack, but, completion of 3. They'll have to punt the ball here.
And the coach told me before the game that they are going to spy on Waller. They're not going to let him beat them, especially with also Mike Wallace beating him deep. So watch for those matchups and watch for them to double team both of those receivers.
Good punt, goes into the end zone. Almost had a nice one there. Yeah, I think the key matchup there's going to be Miles Jack at that middle linebacker position. He's got a lot of speed for a linebacker. He might be able to stick with Waller and really neutralize that passing attack.
Absolutely.
All right, so we got last drive. Jacksonville had no problem. Let's see if they come out conservative again, running the football with Fournette and kind of establishing that. We got 3 tight ends to the right. Fournette in the backfield by himself.
And
Allen Robinson out wide. We'll see what happens. Looking like Fournette again. Cuts it outside. Oh, big stop. Good play there.
Still got some yards on that.
Gain of 5.
For 2nd and 5.
Absolutely. I think we're going to get another dose of Leonard Fournette here. Fournette could easily see 30 carries today the way he's running the football.
Well, what the problem is, you don't want to overuse him, especially when you already have Ivory hurt. So they want to make sure that they actually get him out and give him as much rest as possible.
Absolutely, nice, especially with the back like TJ Yeldon as your backup. Still, you got to spell him in there, especially in passing situations where Yeldon really excels.
Well, and the problem is that if Fournette does go down, Yeldon is not an every down back.
No.
He's more of a scat, change of pace back, and that could mess up the Jaguars' entire game plan.
Absolutely. We got 3rd and 7 here. We got 3 wide receivers out to the left. Burbridge, Lee, and Westbrook. Cook drops back. Ooh, I don't know if he got it. Looks like
I don't think he did. I think it's going to be 4th and inches.
4th and inches.
He did not.
Good play by Marquise Lee, though. I mean, you got to stretch that out. That's a big play there by the Baltimore Ravens defense.
Oh, absolutely. After the first possession, Jacksonville had their way with that defense, and it looked like a completely different defense coming out in the second
Absolutely. Drive. Oh, here's the punt return. He's got a little crease. Oh, no, big stop. All right, let's see if
that could have been bad.
That could have. Let's see if Baltimore can get this offense going here. Like we said, they got some speed there, but Jacksonville kind of neutralized that speed pretty early on, forcing a quick punt. But we got 3 wide receivers to the left. Terrence West next to Flacco in the backfield. See what we got here. Flacco drops back. He's got a man. Jeremy Maclin, big catch.
And Jeremy Maclin was a big signing for this team in the offseason, especially with Steve Smith retiring. They had to have that number 2 that could actually pick up some yards and have that possession ability. And that's what Maclin does. So watch him on these short routes and these, middle routes. They're going to use Mike Wallace, I think, on seams and, trying to go along with him. But watch Maclin. I think he's going to be a big part in this game.
Absolutely. I could not agree more. We got I formation, Terrence West in the backfield. We got 2 twins out to the right. Let's see. I'm thinking around here 2nd and 1.
Absolutely.
And they do. Oh, big hole for Terrence West. What a cut. And he's swallowed by a gang of Jags there. That was a nice juke, Terrence West.
It was a nice juke, but he didn't necessarily need to do that. He could have got
I know.
Pull that juke.
Yep. That was a big run. I didn't know Terrence West had moves like that, though.
Yeah. He's a little older, too.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah. 1st and 10. We got 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Terrence West alone back. Flacco drops back. Looking like got a guy across the middle. Mike Wallace, look at the speed.
Look at the spin
touchdown. Touchdown saving tackle by Miles Jack.
If Jax didn't get that foot, it would have been over.
Yep, that's a house call. Yes, but big gain of 10 there. We got 1st and 10 on their opponent's 37-yard line. Flacco in shotgun again. West next to him.
I really think Jacksonville really needs to step up, especially with the blitz. They need to put a little bit more pressure on Flacco.
There's the blitz, but he gets it out quick to his wide receiver. And we got the end of the first quarter. So far, I mean, we've seen a pretty good game so far. No one's turned the ball over, a couple punts. And now Baltimore's looking to come down the field. Yeah. We got 2nd 2 on the 29-yard line. This is key, though. They're getting a lot of yards on first down, giving themselves short second downs here. Let's see what Terrence West can do if they decide to give him the ball up the middle.
Absolutely.
Flacco making adjustments at the line of scrimmage for Flacco, and he hands it to West. I think he just gets enough for the first down.
I think he's short.
Oh, they gave him the spot.
They
First
gave him
down.
The spot. Huge first down.
Oh, yeah. So we got 1st and 10 from the 26.
And this is going to be very important for Baltimore. They don't want to give the ball back to Jacksonville without putting 8 points up. So look for them to be a little bit more conservative to score a touchdown here.
Absolutely. Bringing a blitz. Oh, tipped up and dropped. Could have been very ugly. Just what you're talking about. Can't turn the ball over here.
No, absolutely not. Especially with the Jaguars, the way they move the ball the first drive, you're not going to expect that they're going to stall very much. You got to make the most of all your drives here. So turning the ball over is not an option.
No, Terrence West, the lone back. They're going to give it to him, and he is stopped by the big boy there. And someone is hurt, and it might be Terrence West. I saw him grabbing at his wrist. That could be a big loss for the Ravens.
That would not be good if that's West.
I think it was West. We got Woodhead in the backfield here. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right. 3rd and 7, big play. Oh, and it's Woodhead. Oh, another spin move. Woodhead gets him down to the 8-yard line. First down. Big play.
And that's why they brought in Woodhead. They wanted a running back that they could pull out here on 3rd down. Look at the way that Rivers used him. That was a perfect example of why Joe Flacco wanted to get Woodhead in Baltimore.
Absolutely. That's only his 3rd catch of the season, but he does have a touchdown on the year.
And it looks like West is back.
West is, and he is flattened by the defensive end. Oh, it was Miles Jack who bruised his ribs on the last play. So it was a Jacksonville Jaguar linebacker that went down. I'm wondering, do you put Jack back in? It's early in the season. Or do you be conservative?
You don't want to risk. We've seen a lot of injuries this season. You don't want to risk any long-term effects with this. You definitely want to, get him back when he's ready. I think it's a healthy move.
Yeah, I am too. Yep. Oh, gain of 5 though. We'll take it. 3rd and 5. This is a big play here. You gotta be. I run the football here. I think Jacksonville's going to come out in a passing defense, thinking you're going to try to get the touchdown. But if you come out and run the football, you might be able to catch them off guard. We're in pistol formation, so it could be either.
Spread out my receivers.
He drops back. Waller across the middle. Ball pops up. And it is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That could have been very bad. We got 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal. I mean, coming away with points, though, it's what we talked about. They had to come away with something. And no turnovers, and they came away with 3 points. Very nice.
The one thing I will say, though, is that the Baltimore, their offensive coordinator, he is very confident with this passing offense. As you notice, on 3rd down and short, they could have threw an interception here, and he still threw it. So look for them, I guess, to keep passing.
Absolutely. He has a lot of confidence in Joe Flacco. He's been around the block a few times, so they're going to put all their faith in Flacco.
Very good drive for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Killed some time. Let's see how the defense responds here after a great stand last time and forced a quick punt. We got an I formation, Fournette in the backfield. Twin to the left. Looking like play action. Cook delivers the strike. Ooh, big hit. Dropped by Allen Hurns. That's Cook's first incompletion on the day.
That was an accurate pass, but you got to be careful with that. On the same token, you don't want to throw an interception, especially when you got a workhorse like Fournette.
I'm right there with you. As much as you want to take those chances, on 1st down, I'm giving Fournette the football. But I think they were trying to catch him off guard there with the play action. Yeah, Yeldon in the game, though, here. Looking like Weddle coming up in the box for a blitz, and they get him stopped just for no gain.
They did pinch a line there, so they do know that Fournette's forte, so to speak, is to go up the middle. So I do like the play calling so far here, Baltimore.
Absolutely. So we got 3rd and 10. Obviously, I think we're going to see a pass here. We got Fournette and Yeldon in the backfield next to their quarterback, Connor Cook. Robinson, Westbrook, and Hurns are the receivers. Snap is out. Lots of time for Connor Cook. Delivers a pass. Allen Hurns, big play, and a broken tackle. Hurns, trying to tippy-toe the sideline and steps out of bounds. That could have been a big play with a big broken tackle.
Baltimore kind of sat in a safe defense there. They really need to put more pressure on Cook. A young quarterback like that, he can make mistakes if they can get the pressure on him, but you're not going to do that sending 3 guys in.
I'm right there with you. You gotta get a blitz going, whether it's off the edge, up the middle, just something making him make a quick decision. Might be able to force a turnover. He drops back, looking for an out route. Allen Hurns again. Hurns actually is their leading receiver on the year, coming into the game with 12 catches for 86 yards and 1 touchdown. But Robinson is obviously their big play threat.
Yeah, Jacksonville has some great young receivers here, and then they picked up D.D. Westbrook in last year's draft. So they're just loaded with talent on this team. It's just about putting it together, and it seems like this season they're finally doing it.
Absolutely. They found their quarterback they're happy with, got Bortles out of there. Oh, looking like a screen pass. Fournette catches the ball and taken down. That's it. CJ, or is that Mosley? Can't quite tell. I do not think it was. But that's a big play. Big stop. We got 3rd and 3, 41-yard line. Jacksonville up by 4. What are we going to see here? Are we going to see a run or a pass?
If it was me, I'd do a draw right at the middle. If you got a guy like Fournette, he can get that 3 yards. You want to be a little bit safer with, your offense. But, I wouldn't be surprised if they did pass it.
I like that play call. Let's see what they come out in. Oh, they got bunches to the left and the right. Robinson and Lee, Barnage and Westbrook. Fournette in the backfield.
Looks like Baltimore's listening to me. Looks like they're going to send the heat on this one.
Cooks lots of time. D.D. Westbrook, just talked about him. Big catch on 3rd down for a first down. Down to the 23-yard line. Cook 7 for 8, 95 yards on the day, having a very efficient day.
Yeah, absolutely. And they switched it up. I mean, it looks like this drive they're going a little bit more passing, trying to catch Baltimore off guard. Baltimore's been
so far it's working.
Figure out how they're going to stop Fournette. So this is a great play call by Jacksonville's offensive coordinator. I like it.
Absolutely. Fournette back in the backfield. I think we're going to see him again. There he is. Big stop. CJ Mosley. There he is.
Absolutely.
But rolls forward for 3, so not bad.
Defense. He has to have a good game. If he doesn't, in my personal opinion, if he doesn't have at least 7 to 10 tackles this game, they're going to lose this game. And I think Fournette's going to go over 150 yards. He is the heart and soul of this defense.
I completely agree with you. Only 25 years old, has a long career ahead of him. All right, 2 wide receivers. Fournette in the backfield.
Like Robinson.
Oh, fullback dive up the middle. Gain of nothing. Very interesting play call on, 2nd and 8. Now we're at 3rd and 8, 2-minute warning. Let's see what we come out in here.
I think they were just trying to catch Baltimore off guard, but to be honest with you, I think that doing that fullback dive, you're not catching them off guard. They're expecting that run up the middle. Only they're expecting Fournette. So I really didn't like that play call, only if they were, if it was like 3rd and short or something. That was just really bad. So let's see what they do here. They come out 5 wide. Cook over the middle. Robinson.
That's the big play wide receiver we talked about. There he is down to the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Huge play.
And these receivers got to love having Cook here, especially having Bortles the last couple years and how bad he's been. Cook has got to be a breath of fresh air for this team.
Absolutely. And the way he's playing, these receivers are happy. Fournette in motion out to the right, looking like Yeldon up the middle. Ooh, big stop. Jacksonville takes a timeout. Minute 34 to go. That's a smart play, though, using Fournette as the decoy, sending him out there like you're going to flip it out there to him and sneaking Yeldon right up the middle.
Absolutely. I do like that play call more. They did not expect Yeldon to get the ball, and that's why he picked up 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what we do here. Minute 34. Not sure why they took a timeout. I let the clock kind of kill the clock here a little bit, but Hurns in motion. Looks like a counter to Fournette and stopped in the backfield. And ball.
Use your timeouts. Obviously they are, but if you were Baltimore, would you use a timeout right now?
I think I do. Just, for 3rd down, worst case scenario, you're going to get the ball back with at least a little bit of time left. And I think no matter what, Jacksonville's going to come with a 3 here. I think they know that. It's basically 3rd and goal here.
Absolutely.
Drops back. Throws it up. Robinson, big. Oh, man.
And he
go up and get it.
Oh, no.
He caught it. Touchdown, Allen Robinson. Whoo.
Wow.
Big play there. That gives it 14-3. But now Baltimore does have minute 26 to drive down the field. What a drive for Jacksonville. 12 plays, 76 yards, 4 minutes long.
If you're Baltimore's defensive coordinator right now, what are you thinking? This whole drive was, pass. The first drive was run. How are you going to stop this offense now?
That's
I mean,
as
not
they
only do you have to stop Fournette, you got to stop these receivers, and they just proved that they can make the plays, to help this team win.
Oh yeah, that was just a very athletic play. I mean, he hucked the ball up in the corner, double coverage, and said, "My guy's more athletic than you. He's going to go up and get it." And Robinson delivered. But now, I mean, like you said, it's a confusing game. They've ran 10 runs and they've threw 10 passes, so I don't know what to expect coming out. All right, let's see. We got Baltimore in shotgun here. 3 wide receivers, Waller in the tight end spot.
Here would just kill their momentum for the entire
Yep.
game.
And we got incompletion there by Flacco. We got 2nd and 10, minute 17 to go.
Now, this is what I kind of feared. Keep in mind, they're stopping the clock for Jacksonville. So if Jacksonville gets a stop here on 3rd down, watch for them to use their timeouts to see if they can make one last drive.
Absolutely. We got a little bunch to the right here. Terrence West in the backfield, dropping back. He finds a guy in his slot. Darren Waller, get out of bounds. He is not. Oh, almost breaks the tackle and keeps it going, but big gain there. Minute 8,
kind of
down to your opponent's 47.
Out of bounds. I know he wants a little bit more, but you got to go out of bounds. You got to save those timeouts.
I absolutely agree, because now you just let, 20 seconds dip off the clock here. You still got 53 yards to go. Back in shotgun, Flacco drops back. Oh, big play, fumble. Oh, scooped up by Jacksonville. And that was Telvin Smith scooping it up. I think it might have been Dante Fowler with the forced fumble.
About. You run the risk of giving the ball back to Jacksonville in great field position. So, this is what's going to haunt them. If they come out with 3, they're down by 2 scores. But if they get a touchdown, this could kill Baltimore's chance of winning this game.
Oh, absolutely. If they come away with points here. Oh, looks like we got a safety blitz, but we got 3 wide, drop back. Oh, Cook is hit and almost throws a pick there. Fumble, pick, whatever it would have been.
Cook didn't watch for or at least audible the tight end up for a seam. That tight end was wide open coming off that play. But great play calling for Baltimore. They got to get a little bit aggressive with this defense.
Absolutely. Like you said, put pressure on the young quarterback, and mistakes are bound to happen. It's going to be crucial here for them to come up with a big stop. You cannot put them in the end zone here. Fournette in the backfield. We got a draw play. Fournette up the middle. Ooh, big play. And Baltimore takes a timeout. Interesting. Gain of 4 yards on the play.
Now it looks like Jacksonville, what they may be doing is just getting a little bit more room for the field goal kicker to come out. So, look for them to maybe run another run play here.
I'm right there with you. 3rd and 6. Make Baltimore burn their last timeout. Kick the field goal, get to halftime, up 14 points. Here we go. 2 wide receivers to the left, shotgun formation, Fournette in the backfield. Cook taking his time, and it is a handoff to Fournette. Oh, and he's stopped in the back, or stopped for a gain of 3. 4th and 1.
And that's pretty impressive for Jacksonville because the Baltimore had that sniffed out. Fournette was smart enough to kick that to the outside, get enough for the kicker.
Field goal is good. If I'm Baltimore, I'm going to take the knee, get to halftime, not turn the football over.
Absolutely. This could have been a lot worse for Baltimore.
Absolutely.
I know they're not going to be happy with the score going in, but, yeah, this could have been a lot worse. They're going to really have to figure out how they're going to stop this Jaguars offense. I'll tell you, this coach, he's doing a great job of play calling right now.
Oh, yeah. Picture perfect so far. Exactly how he wants. I'm sure we'd like to stick that one in the end zone there, but you got to be happy coming with the turnover and the 3 points.
Absolutely. This is not the Jaguars of 2 years ago.
No. We are 5.
They're wanting to make the playoffs this year.
We are 5 wide. Flacco draws them off sides, though, moving forward. But
this kind of surprises me. Coming out 5 wide, I don't like this at all. Again, you're giving them another chance to get the ball back and put more points on the board. I really don't like this at all.
I'm right there with you. If you are going to throw the ball, a halfback screen, maybe a wide receiver screen, a quick slant, something where it's a safe pass, and if it's not there, throw the ball away or take a sack.
Absolutely. A wide receiver screen in this situation would be great right now.
See, he's dropping back. Oh, he's got a guy across the middle. Oh, man. Oh, big hit, and we got a fumble. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Again, this is what I talked about.
Yep.
You cannot do that. You're giving up too many boneheaded plays they're just keeping Jacksonville from, they're scoring more points off of this stuff. Baltimore's got to be smarter about the play calling.
Jacksonville's 10 yards away from kicking another field goal and sneaking away with 6 extra points that shouldn't have happened before this halftime. We'll see what they come out with in here. Looking like we got a tight end, 2 backs, 2 wide receivers. I'm seeing Fournette up in the middle.
I'm throwing one long. You're
up I'm with you.
Throw Fournette. One long.
Oh, Fournette almost keeps it alive. I'm going to take a timeout here from Jacksonville, but 2nd and 5, and he does. Absolutely. Good. 16 seconds to go. You're on the 42-yard line. You need one big chunk here. Kick the field goal, get to halftime.
Yeah, I if it's me, like I said, I'm running verts this time. I want one shot at throwing it in the end zone, because if I put, if it's 24-3 and going into the half, that's 3 scores. It's almost over.
I'm right there with you. You got Allen Robinson in the slot here. Keep an eye on him. Make a play in between the safeties. He's got him wide open. He does hit him. Big play, Allen Robinson down to the 11-yard line. Now you can take a shot at the end zone, and the worst case scenario, throw it away, kick a field goal.
Absolutely. Take one more shot. You're up by a good amount. You don't have a lot to lose. Even if Baltimore somehow intercepts this pass, you're still going. You're still up 17-3.
Absolutely.
One shot and kick the field goal.
You got trips left, Barnes out wide. Yep. And he does. Oh, Cook just misses him. He looked like he had his guy beat. Got 6 seconds.
There is one soft spot in the Baltimore defense. It is, their secondary. I do like Eric Weddle, but again, he's getting up there in age. If you can somehow start to break this secondary down, they're going to have a field day in the second half.
Yes, sir. And that's a field goal, puts them up 20-3 going into halftime here. We'll have a kickoff, but.
So tell me your thoughts, going into halftime. What do you think of both teams' play right now?
I mean, Baltimore was playing real well until those last 2 plays, turnovers. I mean, nothing they could really do. They were just bad fumbles. But I think you go into the half here, 14-3. If you don't keep trying to get down the field. But I don't know. I'm going to take Jacksonville. Jacksonville's play calling was perfect, like we talked about the entire time. They forced the turnovers, and they made the offense pay, or the Ravens pay for it.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more. And I hate to use this analogy, but you live by the you live by the sword, you die by the sword, and that's what Baltimore did the first half. They've got to come out and they've got to score a touchdown this drive.
I agree with you 100%. And I think we're going to go to a little halftime show here in a second. We got an opening kickoff. Can't pause before the opening kickoff for the second half. So, all right. So we're at half here, 20-3 Jacksonville. We just talked about it here. Whose play are you most impressed by so far on the Jacksonville offense?
I'll tell you, Connor Cook. Other than a couple passes, he's been really efficient. This guy is a couple years in the NFL, and he acts like he's already got chemistry with these guys. I love Connor Cook right now. Watch for him in the second half. I think that the offensive coordinator for the Jags is really impressed with him, and he's going to give him a little bit further leash for him to throw some more passes. So he's the one that I've been looking out for all half. How about you?
I'm right there with you. Cook's played awesome. I think he only got 3 incompletions. He's hit Robinson, their big play receiver. And then, like you said, each game he's going to gain more and more confidence. And by the end of the season, he's going to be putting up the ball 25, 30 times a game and feel very comfortable doing it. As far as it goes, Baltimore Ravens. The first drive they went 3 and out, but then the second drive, they drove right down the field, had to settle for a field goal. Since then, we haven't seen much, couple drop passes. What's your story with this Baltimore offense?
As you already know, and I hate to say that I predicted a lot of this, but they've got to be safer in their offense. If you saw when they went down there and scored the field goal, I know it wasn't a touchdown, but they ran the ball, and they ran the ball really well. You got to keep going with Terrence West, because what it's going to do is it's going to keep Jacksonville. They're going to have to be, it's going to keep them honest. You got to stay with the run game. I know it's a little bit, frustrating that you're down to 20-3, but you can't go away from that. And if I think that if they do go away from that in the second half, it's going to get ugly quick.
I'm with you here. Let's go to our live chat. We got Mike Chadwick, our New York Giants owner, talking all sorts of shit in there. Excuse my language. I don't know, Brian. You're kind of new to this franchise. This is your first season with us, but Chadwick in the past has never won a game of Madden, and now he's won his first 3 games, and he's acting like he's got a Super Bowl championship ring already. Just from being around, what's your take on a guy like Mike Chadwick so far?
He reminds me of Rex Ryan. I listened to the podcast the other day, and he just says whatever he feels. And, players love that. I got to say, I watched his game earlier against Philadelphia, and he's very impressive against them. So,
just give him a couple years.
He doesn't get drunk and try to beat the players. Yeah. I think he's going to be pretty successful there.
So we'll finish up here, but give Chadwick a couple years. He's known to take a loaded roster and run it straight into the ground, sign all the wrong free agents, draft terrible picks. And I mean, he's just a terrible, terrible, terrible owner. So just give him a year. When this roster starts to fall apart a little bit, he'll go in full panic mode, and I bet you he doesn't win 6 games the rest of the franchise. But that'll do it for our halftime show. Let's get back to the action here.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
What do you think's gonna take place here? Are we gonna see Baltimore kind of pull away? Or are we going to see Jacksonville pull away? Or are we going to see Baltimore come back?
I think they're going to stick with the run game. They have to. They have to look at what helped them out in the first half, and they got to stick with it. I think that they're going to use that to open up the passing game. So watch it here.
I'm right there with you. Okay, we got Flacco in the shotgun. Terrence West, split left. Big play. Oh, picked off. First pass. Oh, boy. And he's going to take it to the house. Oh, boy.
This is what we talked about. Baltimore can't get too aggressive, and that's what I was afraid of. They can't get frustrated by the score. They got to stick with what's working with them, and this is very disappointing because Baltimore looked really good on the drive that they scored on, and I was hoping they would go back to that and at least make this a game.
I'm right there with you. Now's your drive. You have to put up some type of points to keep this respectable and keep yourself in this game. Let's see what we can get out of Baltimore's offense. Return the kick.
Baltimore has to run the ball. The Jacksonville has got their number in the second, and that's what they're expecting is the pass. So there's nothing that shows me that the Jacksonville's not expecting pass here. So you got to run the ball.
I'm right there with you. Let's see how this goes. Terrence West in the backfield, single back, 2 tight ends. Motion.
You got to get Woodhead out there. You got to get him out there in the flats.
I like that. I like that call. Get Woodhead out there. Let Flacco hit a couple easy passes. Maybe get him in a little bit of a. Then you can shots after you kind of break down the defense a little bit.
Absolutely, and you cannot be too predictable, especially with the Jaguars' defense. If you look at their secondary, they're waiting, licking their chops, waiting for them to pass the ball. So you've got to be a little bit unpredictable in this situation. And I like that they ran on first down. I'd like to see if they do it again.
I think we will. Oh. Flacco dropping back. Big play. Oh, Rashard Perry. Oh, Jeremy Maclin. Oh, no. Big play up the gut to the 50-yard line. Flacco hitting his guy. Only one wide receiver, and they make it work.
I like this. We had talked about this earlier. I think Maclin, you got to give him in those possession situations, like the curl routes, the out routes. You got to get him in that. He can make plays. You just got to be able to get the ball to him.
Quick handoff, Terrence West up the middle. That's his 9th touch to the game, 32 yards. At least you're running the football. That's what we've wanted to see. That's what we talked about. Keep the defense honest.
The only concern I have is you don't want to run in on every first down because it looks like the Jags are running full-out blitz, knowing that the run is coming.
Yes, Flacco drops back. He's got his tight end in the middle of the field. Oh, boy. Another pickoff, another interception. Oh, boy. And it's going to be another Jacksonville drive that's starting on the opponent's side of the 50-yard line, which is not the recipe.
I don't know what Flacco was doing on that play. The tight end was wide open in the seam. You could at least picked up 20, 30 yards on that pass. You got to make better decisions. This is not going to make anyone happy in Baltimore right now.
Absolutely not. We got 3 tight ends to the right, Fournette in the backfield, counter back to the left. Fournette's got a big hole. Oh, he stumbles, or else he probably had Weddle one-on-one, and I like Fournette in that matchup.
I really do. And one thing I want to point out about Jaguars play calling, he will have a strong side with tight ends set up on that side. And Baltimore thinks that's where he's going to run, but he runs a counter the other way. He is keeping his play calling unpredictable, and I love that. I think that that's why he is so successful on the ground right now.
Got a pitch out for Fournette. Oh, stopped for no gain.
That was huge.
That was Yeldon. Yeldon for a loss.
If he wouldn't have got him, Fournette would have been gone.
And we will see a 3rd and 6 here. I'm going to throw the football. You're up 24 points. Get the first down. Keep the clock moving. Kind of put this game out of reach.
I'm going to go a little bit more conservative on that.
I like the draw call.
Keep it on the ground. You have no worries about the Baltimore offense. Why not just ground and pound them? Wear down this defensive line.
I like it. Let's see. We got Fournette in the backfield. Cook drops back. Oh, boy. Oh, big play. Baltimore defense. And we got a pick. First turnover.
And that's what we were
Mr. Young out there.
You're up 27-3. Yeah, he wanted to make a play, but run that ball right up the middle. You're going to punt it, put them in bad field position, and you're going to, now you're putting them right at the mid.
Yep, and their offense has not done anything. You punt them the football back, and you play defense. West.
That's absolutely correct.
Up to the right side, no gain. 2nd and 10. We got.
I hate that it's taken this long for Baltimore to run the ball. They should have been running the ball in the last three possessions.
Yes, 3 wide receivers left. Waller. Oh, big spin move. Oh, boy. Jeremy Maclin.
I like this.
Big play.
Again, Jeremy Maclin. You got to go to him. He can catch the ball, and he can make play. He can make it after the play. So you got to keep going to Maclin.
I like it. Macklin's really, really stepping up this quarter.
Absolutely.
Flacco drops back. Oh, no. That is Bouye's 3rd pick of the day. Not what you're looking for. You finally get a little momentum going if you're the Ravens. Quickly stop.
And if you look at the passes, the interceptions are coming when he's going downfield. I don't know why you're trying to make up all the deficit in one play. I know you want to catch up, but you got to be a little bit safe about it too.
Yep, I'm with you there. I'm handing Leonard Fournette the football 3 straight times here, and he's gonna get a gain of 2 there.
Nice.
2nd and 8. Yeah, that was a big play. He looked like he had a little bit of room.
And they actually did a decent job of containing him. I think that you're going to see Jacksonville go to the run game a lot more right now, especially being up 27-3. They're going to run the clock down, and again, they're going to try to tire out this defensive line. So,
absolutely, we got I formation. Oh, we'll check at the line for Connor Cook, and he's going for Fournette again. Oh, runs into his own guy, and then gets smacked by the D tackle.
Oh, he gets chucked with the shoulder.
3rd and 9.
Big boy.
Same situation here. Keep it on the ground, punt it back to him,
Absolutely.
or are you going to take a risk?
You don't want to throw an interception here.
Yeah, then you're giving the ball on your half of the 50-yard line, and not the recipe for success. We'll see what he does. We got 2 tight ends to the right, a fullback and Fournette in the backfield. Motion from the fullback. We're going to the right here. Leonard Fournette. Oh, no. Can he stay on his feet? He does. That is a huge play. We got Fournette for a touchdown, it looks like. That's going to be a 78-yard run from the rookie. That might have put the nail in the coffin for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, it's getting ugly at this point. Again, they're just wearing them on the defensive line. The corners, there was no corners over there. Great play call. 3rd down, be safe. But, he got a touchdown out of it. So 34-3. What do you think Baltimore's going to do in this situation? You think they're going to air it out? Or you think they're going to kind of keep it conservative?
I think you still have to come out with balanced play call. You can't come out and just go 5 wide and chuck it downfield because you'll throw a pick, and that's just you got to keep the defense honest. Give Terrence West the ball. We got a little quick commercial break. A guy like Fournette, that that big playability. You have 3rd and 9. You can turn and hand that guy the ball, and he can take it 78 yards to the house just like that. He's going to be a great player this Madden 18 cycle.
I don't see any reason why Jacksonville's not making the playoffs this year. This offense looks deadly. If Connor Cook can stay healthy, keep his consistency, they're going to be dangerous. I mean,
And
they
look,
are full threat offense.
look who's in the game. Colin Kaepernick in at quarterback. We know all the drama surrounding him. But these fans in Baltimore have been pretty welcoming of Cap. Let's see if he
They
can go out there
have.
and kind of make them proud. Let's see.
I mean, Kaepernick, I like the signing. I mean, Kaepernick's better than a lot of quarterbacks out there right now. There have been a lot of people that have not liked this decision, but look at that.
Big play, Terrence West. Kaepernick's first play. Oh, Matt Judon from Grand Valley State University. My alma. The defensive end, broken thumb, out for the game.
Oh wow, that's a big loss too.
Yeah, that's their outside linebacker. Okay, let's see.
Now watch them to throw some short passes, get Kaepernick's confidence up here.
Absolutely, Kaepernick got a lot of play during the preseason. Oh, big play there. Stop. But I'm with you there.
I think you're going to see a lot more runs out of the shotgun with Kaepernick as well. Especially, you might even see a couple read options. This may actually spark a little bit of offense. Obviously it's probably too late to win it, but this may spark a little offense for them going forward.
Oh, absolutely. Get them a little confidence going into that week 4. Kaepernick drops back. A lot of time. The Fowler ends up snagging him. Oh no, that was Ngukwe? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, big DN number 9. Okay.
Yeah, and if you look, he just got right past that right tackle. He had no chance to stop him. Obviously that wasn't Kaepernick's fault.
No, Kaepernick not getting much time to throw the ball.
He's not, and that's why I think you got to throw some slants and some short routes. You got to get the confidence up, and you got to move the ball. You can't get Jacksonville the ball back, especially not scoring any points. You're not going to win the game, but you got to at least salvage your confidence going into the next game. You do not want to get blown out.
I'm right there with you. Okay, we're going fourth quarter. Let's see what we come out. We got 2 wide. Woodhead in the backfield, and they're going to hand him the football. And Woodhead's got a little room, and he stopped. But I like the play call there. You got to get what you can.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're giving the ball back, but at least you didn't throw an interception. You got some yards, and you can punt it. Maybe we can pin them down at the 10 or less.
Absolutely. Big punt. And I think we're going to see that. See the bounce. Oh, just rolls into the end zone. We got a touchback.
So Jacksonville, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't just completely run the ball this entire quarter. I think that you're going to see they may start to pull the starters out too, especially fear of them getting hurt. So
I'm taking Fournette out immediately, but they're going to feed him the ball. Oh, he got a lot of room. Oh, we'll take it. 7 yards. Look at Fournette, 15 carries, 145 yards. Oh, I think he's taking Fournette out of the football game right now.
You got to take him out in this situation. You want to get him some yards, and he wants that rushing title, but you cannot sacrifice your season by doing that. This is a very smart move.
Absolutely.
I see more tosses coming out, especially for Yeldon now.
Absolutely. We're going to see Yeldon. We'll see a little bit of Mike Davis, their recent signing. But Fournette comes away 145 yards, 2 touchdowns, easily player of the game.
This is why they drafted him top 10. They needed a workhorse that could, stretch the field, move the ball, get the, first down, move the chains, and that's exactly what he did this game. Great game for Fournette.
Oh, and there goes Yeldon with some room. And that's a huge gain for TJ Yeldon.
Absolutely. Like we had talked about, I think that they're going to go with tosses for him.
Yes.
And what I would do I would substitute Mike Davison. I would put him in maybe some dives, some power moves up the middle. Keep him going too. You don't want Yeldon to go down either. So just keep mixing it up and switching out the running backs.
Right there with you. We got Yeldon again, handoff, big stop. That's CJ Mosley in the backfield.
Absolutely.
Loss of 1.
Again, this is not somebody we talked about much. I really wanted to see more out of Mosley. I do like that stop, but we needed to see him step up a little bit more in this game.
We got a single back. Yeldon looking like a counter, big block, and he's got another huge hole. Oh, he's fumbled. Uh-oh. This could be a touchdown. No, never mind. Big 92 not taking it anywhere. Ooh. And we got an injury. Who's down? If it's Yeldon, we might have an angry Jacksonville coach.
And this is why you don't want Fournette to go down. For that reason. You don't have the confidence of your backups, especially with Ivory going down. You can't have him and Fournette and then rely on Yeldon for the running game, and that's why.
Absolutely. We got 3 wide. Kaepernick drops back, and it's picked off. Jalen Ramsey. Poor Baltimore. This game has just kind of gotten out of hand, and that Jacksonville secondary is just. I feel like every time they throw the football more than 20 yards, it's picked off.
Absolutely. I think they've got one of the best secondaries in the game today. I would say first is obviously Cardinals, with the pickup of Slay, but this secondary, I think they're going to be they're getting better every single game. So
that's when you have Josh Norman as your nickel corner, you're doing something right.
Absolutely. And you know what? Next year comes and they don't want to keep him corner. They could move him over to free safety.
Absolutely. All right, so Yeldon was not hurt. It was defensive end Chris Wormley from University of Michigan. He's in the backfield, and Yeldon is going to break another big one. Oh, a huge truck stick, and he's gone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Yeldon is gone, and he is stopped.
Had to make up for that last fumble.
Yep. Jacksonville might have 200-yard rushes. Oh, that's only 84 yards for Yeldon on the day, but huge run there.
Heartbreaking for Baltimore. They can't stop the pass. They can't stop the run, and they're just throwing interceptions. So
a little bit of sportsmanship here by Jacksonville, taking the field goal, kicking the ball on first down. That's just how we do it in the XCFL. Nice sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
But if you're Baltimore, you might not want the football back. You might just want Jacksonville to take the knee there.
I mean, at this point, you just want to run it first, second, and third. Get out of this game. You have a week to recoup and, just pick yourself up. At this point, there's no use in throwing the ball. You're not, you've already proved that you can't move it. Just run the ball at this point.
And it does turn to you don't want any of your starters to get hurt here in a blowout. So I would get West out of the game. I'm getting Macklin. I'm getting anyone I care about for the future out of this game because it does not matter.
Absolutely. That's a good point. Take out West. Don't risk injury. You've got the whole season ahead of you.
West up the gut. Oh, Hurdle over his own guy, and he's going to get a big gain there. First down.
Yeah, this is exactly why I'm disappointed to see him more. The score obviously would have been closer, but I really think that, throwing some play action in there, they're going to have to really think about this. I don't really think they have any confidence in Kaepernick or Flacco at this point.
Yeah, no, and now the question is who do you start next week? If you can see a little something from Kaepernick to end this game, does he become your guy? Do you go back to Flacco? It's hard.
This is the way I look at it. You paid Flacco the big money. Kaepernick hasn't done anything in this game that's made me believe that he needs to start next week. You got to keep going with Flacco. And at the end of the season, then you can reevaluate it. But you got to keep Flacco in there. Kaepernick's not lighting the world on fire, so you got to keep him in there if it's me.
You also have Bryce Petty. No, that's the wrong team. Holy shit. But that's another big run there by Terrence West. I wish, like you said, we would have seen more of this throughout the early part of the game. West has been looking good. You keep the ball, maybe not as many turnovers. We might have a different story here.
Yeah, I think you're thinking they have Brandon Dowdy. He's not anything. He's a 64 overall. He's not going to much. You got to go with those two. I really think though you got to think in the offseason. Do you go after quarterback? Especially with that big contract with Flacco, you're kind of stuck there unless you cut him. So.
Yeah, that is one of the worst contracts to build your team around. We got another run, Terrence West, huge hole up the middle, truck stick, and big play. Miles Jack, he's just flying around the field at that middle linebacker position.
Yeah, and see, this is why I like Terrence West. He has the ability to know where the hole's at, and then he can just knock over a safety or cornerback and pick up some more yards here. This is why they should have stuck with him all game.
Oh yeah. Kaepernick drops back. Jacksonville brings a blitz, and there goes Mike Wallace. That speed on the drag route.
And that's someone we did not hear about much. I know in the first drive he did drop a pass, but I think this was his only other target.
I'm right. Yep, that was his second catch. Well, that was his second catch.
No, yeah, he had another catch. I must have missed that one. My bad.
Let's see what we got here. We got 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, West in the backfield, and we're going to hand it to West. He's going to get stopped. No gain. West has put together a decent game, decent fourth quarter. Jacksonville is kind of playing off, kind of letting them throw the underneath stuff and kind of getting a little bit running. But Terrence West has been pretty good. We got three tight ends. Macklin out to the right. Danny Woodhead in the backfield.
I'm
Kaepernick
kind of
drops back.
disappointed Gilmore hasn't gotten into the game. I don't know if they just don't have the routes for him or what. But nice.
Oh, big play. Oh, just stopped. 2-yard line, 3rd and 1. Darren Waller,
If you're
3rd catch.
You're not going to want them to score a touchdown. What do you do here if you're Baltimore? Do you run it up the middle?
I think I'm gonna because
run or what?
I'm gonna run it up the middle. Terrence West has been getting a bunch of holes there all day, but we'll see. We've been wrong before. We got I formation, tight end on the right.
Smith with the old school linebacker gear.
Yeah. Oh, Woodhead. He's gonna get in. When I saw Woodhead in the backfield, I knew it was gonna be a pitch. Now, that's a touchdown.
And again, the 2 successful drives, look what they did. They ran the ball over half on both of those drives.
I'm right there with you.
They do go next week, and they do try to run the ball a little bit more and establish that run. I think that's what's going to ultimately make them successful. I don't think that you have to look at Kaepernick or Flacco as, we can't use either one of them now. Jacksonville's just really that good. I really think.
Yes. Yep, I completely agree. Jacksonville came out, and we said whoever won the turnover ball game. It started with 2 early fumbles for Baltimore, and then the wheels kind of came off with interception after interception. But that turnovers were completely the story of the game. And that's a run. I think we're going to see clock run out here. No one using the timeout. Well, that was an awesome game for Jacksonville. Baltimore definitely has a little thing they need to work on.
Absolutely. And Jacksonville's going to go to 2-1 on this one. Baltimore falls to 1-2. They're not. Neither team is. Obviously Baltimore's not out of it. They've got a decent division, but I still think it's winnable for them. They've just got to find their identity. They've got to limit those turnovers. That's what's killed them this game.
Oh yeah, turnovers were definitely a story. Connor Cook's play the Jacksonville secondary, and then obviously the rookie Leonard Fournette. Just the difference in this, and I mean, I think it was Jacksonville has way more talent on the roster than Baltimore does. We're just going to need to give Baltimore a year or so to kind of get their scheme going, get their guys in. I know they did switch from a 3-4 to a 4-3, so we might see some growing pains with that. But
they've also got to get younger. Their front office has got to really hit on their draft picks this year. They've kind of missed on some in the last couple of years, so they've really got to have a good off season.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm Nick Larson. For my co-host, Brian, welcome to the XCFL. Glad to have you on doing your first broadcast with us. Hopefully we'll have you on for a few more.
Absolutely. Love to be here.
That's the story here in Jacksonville, 37-10. Big win for Jags, moving to 2-1. Baltimore moves to 1-2 on the year. And thank you guys for joining. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we are out of here.